Alright, we are back. Okay. Alright. Hey, what's up, hair brother? So, you missed 2 unboxings. One for the Novel Keys Miami desk mats, and one for the LZCLSM. Foxy Clean as well, hello. Yeah, so those 2. And then now we are gonna unbox an M65, and after this, if we have time, I'm gonna unbox a super mysterious board. I really don't know anything about it, so I really don't. The person who sent it to me did tell me kind of what it is, but even after looking at it, I'm like, oh, really? Yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. But he didn't really even say anything. He just said, oh, you can show it off. So yeah, that's gonna be super mysterious. J-Chat finally sent it to. No, it's not my M65, no. I sold mine quite a while back. This is from a friend, a customer. And we are gonna build this. So the plan originally was to build it tonight or tomorrow night, but because of the internet going out, I hadn't unboxed it, so this will probably push to next week. It all depends on the big stream. It depends on what day that's going to be, because I don't know if it's going to be Friday yet. I know it's going to be next week, but we don't know exactly what day it's going to be. And so if that's Friday, then this will be earlier in the week. If that one is earlier in the week, say Wednesday or Tuesday, then this is going to go to Friday. Oh, this is fucking hilarious. Okay, see, so he packed the board, but he didn't see that with a medium flat rate box. He didn't even peel the adhesive thing off. Brian with the big debate. Okay, I thought this was a shot of mystery, but oh no, yeah, after this. Turn the king. Oh boy. Okay, so let's check this out. Oh man. Pretty nicely packed, if you ask me. Super nicely packed, in fact. Or, sort of. It fills up the gaps properly. Okay. So... Oh, monk ass. Hey, what's up, the caveman? Thanks for the follow. So we've got box blacks for the build. We've got some O-rings. This will be for positioning the plate so that the switches aren't that exposed on the sides. So to make it a higher profile board, basically to raise that wall. We've got extra screws. Hey, what's up, the caveman? Okay. This is an episode of Dragon Ball Z. Maybe he's super big brain and knew it would be easier to open if he didn't see it that way. I guess so. I guess you're putting a GNK set. See, now I'm kind of conflicted, right? Because we don't have... I mean, I would say it's basically kind of confirmed now. Sort of. I guess that's not what confirmed means, but how am I gonna try to contact everyone that's built through me, that's built with box switches, to tell them, hey, this is happening, maybe watch out? Because the kind of annoying part is that when I started off, I wasn't so strict on having everyone email me. So some of them are Reddit messages, some of them are through Facebook message, which is terrible. I don't even like using Facebook anymore. And yeah, so I don't even know how to begin to try and tell everyone, you know, just in case you don't know this is happening and you gotta watch out. I mean, yeah, I don't really need to, but it's more just... so I can sleep at night, sort of. Zim says I'm so tired, but a special box don't let me sleep. Okay, well then we'll do that after this so that you can actually see. Okay, so this is just the PCB. Should I even unbox the PCB or that's the PCB? I don't really want to open the PCB right now because then it's just more stuff just everywhere. Okay, so that's the PCB. Let's look at the board real quick. We've seen the PCB a few times already. I think we know what to expect. Nothing too special. Black and gold PCB. That's it. Yeah. Yep. And this, like I said, it's not the first time I'm unboxing an M65. Okay. Everyone's so interested in Anthony's box. Okay. So, how times have changed, huh? Remember back when all people cared about was the M65? Very well packed, that's for sure. Oh wait, it's the same color as... This reminds me of not one unpleasant memory, but unpleasant memories. Okay, so this is the M65-A. With a nylon bottom, brass plate, brass weight as well. Look at that. So we can also zoom in to see more. Here we go. Oops. Okay, so let's go back to the top. The anodizing, this one I would say would be smooth in terms of, again, one thing that people have to remember is that whether or not the finish is smooth or rough isn't the ultimate benchmark, standard, or yardstick for determining how good a board's anodizing is. Because you can have a very consistent, very meticulously done and expensive, rough finished keyboard, or you could also have a pretty crappy looking, super smooth finish. Although usually it's harder to get anodizing to be smooth. Usually, there's a smaller bead is, from what I know, a smaller bead is more time consuming, more expensive in general. It's harder to get right, more QC problems and stuff like that. Everyone says those side screws for me are kind of weird. Okay, yeah, so some people don't like the side screws. Yeah, not negative with the always 100% correct information. Absolutely, that's exactly what happened. Just as I remembered. Okay, see, so these are the side screws that Zambumon and Brian are talking about. So, yeah. I would say the reason they're added is just to add, give it an industrial look. Because honestly, the board doesn't have a lot of details going for it, right? The bezels are basically just flat. It just looks like a large piece of bread. And so these, I suppose RAMA added to give it a like a industrial minimalist look. Whether or not you appreciate it is a different story, of course, but a lot of people do. Okay, so you can see right there, of course, if you ever wondering who designed this thing, it's designed by RAMA, and this is actually his first custom board. He had some a custom macro pad and stuff like that, but that doesn't really count, right? So this is his first custom board that he designed, the M65. I do like his new stuff better. I do like the M60 and the U80 a bit better. If all goes well, maybe we'll have those two boards on stream as well. Okay, so this is the nylon bottom, and I believe the last time I showed the M65, we also had the nylon bottom isn't really great for RGB. If you just have any kind of lights in your room, the RGB is basically useless, because so most of the time diffusers don't diffuse enough, right? They don't spread the light out enough. This one diffuses too much, it's too opaque, and so it really weakens the RGB. Okay, and this is the bottom, right? It's pretty nice, custom 3M rubber feet, you can see that. Whether or not you actually prefer it is a different question, of course. If you ask me, I might prefer just, this looks nice, of course, but oh god, look at my triple chin right there. In terms of actually lying flat on a desk, you know, you might have more trouble with this than with a traditional 4-corner setup. Because with this, it's not perfectly flat. You can tell. All right, look at the rubber feet. Some parts are a bit taller than others. It sticks out a bit more, especially the edges. You can see how it sticks out kind of over here. Oh, look at that. That's you. Okay. So right here, it's having a lot of trouble focusing. I think it's trying to focus on itself. Oh shit, look at that quality. Oh my god. Oh, look at the acne. Because I fucked up my sleep schedule again, that's what happened. Okay, see, look at that. Okay, so it's distributed by RAMA Works. Distributed by KeyClack, designed by RAMA Works. See that? So RAMA Works still going. KeyClack, who knows? Yeah, so oh, and the anodizing. So like I said, it tries to go for a smooth finish. Not the best. I like it more. The anodizing seems to be better, more consistent than the LZ CLSM that we just looked at. But you still see some streaking. You can see the shades being a bit different. Alright, look at that. This compared to this. Alright, it's a flat surface, but you can see it's like an invisible line that separates the two. Alright, so yeah, not perfect. Still decent, I'd say. Of course, the problem is when your lines are so simple, then it's easier to be critical of your anodizing. Right? If you've got a lot of crazy details going on, then you know it kind of distracts a bit from any anodizing flaws. But when your lines and faces are all just blank and simple, then of course this doesn't have that many flaws. But when they do have flaws, it's easy to see. I would say the biggest flaw with the M65, other than the fact that it's not a true high profile, which we're going to try to fix with the O-rings, the main problem is the RGB diffuser. I would not even call it a diffuser. That thing is basically useless. Okay, so what am I missing here? Hey, CLD SKT is here. What's up? Okay, who else am I missing? Ural. Yeah. Oh man, Imsto Irish is super nice. This JC65 doesn't have enough RGB LED, so it's not like it helps. Yeah, but the main thing is just the diffuser though. You can get it done. You know, the KB75 has basically this kind of a similar amount of RGB LEDs, and it looks way better. The RGB underglow, that is. Chokan says, my M65-A is in my growing pile of unbuilt keyboards. So why don't you just sell it now? Especially because it's apparently this is finally the last. Well, this is not, but the new the military green and solarized green, and what was the other color? But apparently that's supposed to be the last batch. She's been saying that for fucking ever, right? Every round is apparently the last round, and if it's true, then you could at least break even. Zeman says, I got my M65 from Blotsky and he received the board like a year and a month since he placed his order. Yep, even RAMA himself didn't get to build his M65 until more than a year later or something like that. Because even though he got his board, he didn't get his enough PCBs for his M65s. And good old Keeklek, I can't say J-Chan because apparently that's personal attacks and I might get banned or I might get my thread locked on Reddit. But yeah, so Keeklek did not ship him his missing PCB or I guess replacement or whatever. And yeah, so even the designer himself couldn't build his own board because of distribution problems. Alki is here. I use 1mm washers to fix the hyper issue. Yeah, so that's how we have some O-rings to do that. The guy included some O-rings to fix that. So very nice. Okay, let's pack this up and then we'll. And then it's time. It's time to say good night. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we'll get the editing out. User Trap says, when are you building this? It's gonna be next week. At least from what the schedule is, it looks like right now. Probably next week. It'll be, I don't know if it's gonna be the Friday build yet. That remains to be seen. I need to confirm some things before I can make that decision. And see, now when you buy GMK, you have to make sure that it's brand new or something. Alright, so actually use the adhesive tape now. Yeah, one thing that's actually a problem is I have so many of these unbuilt kits sitting around. I still have a lot of parts from customers as well, just waiting on their boards. Yes, I need a storage solution. That's what I need. I still have the purple M65 with me actually. I haven't heard back from the customer for what to do with it. It's been, I think, half a year now, at least. Okay, so that was the M65 unboxing. And now, for the mystery board. And again, so this one, I've talked about it being related to the big stream. It's sort of, it's not it's not that one. Basically, I was mistaken. Well, I wouldn't say it was not really on my end. My problem was that I unboxed it a bit too late because I didn't know when I could unbox it. Okay, but let's do that right now. I'm gonna bring the box in, and we are gonna restart the stream. So I will see you guys in a minute. All right. If you see me type refresh in chat, then you'll know it's time to refresh. All right. So I'll see you guys shortly.